Among many genetic and chromosomal abnormalities in the fetuses, very few are compatible with life, but they can cause significant morbidity in 0.65% of newborns. There are many screening and diagnostic modalities available to detect these abnormalities in the babies. We have already discussed about the screening modalities like combined first trimester screening, quadruple marker test and NIPT in our previous videos. In today's video, we are going to discuss about diagnostic options or diagnostic tests to detect these abnormalities in the babies. Hello everyone, myself Dr. Kiranshri Chitala, fetal medicine consultant, Neura Hospital from Nagpur. Welcome to our channel. Please do subscribe our channel for the regular updates on maternal and fetal medicine. What are these diagnostic procedures? These are the invasive tests which do better than the screening test. They are chorionic villi sampling, amniocentesis and chordocentesis. Before going into the details of each test, we should know to whom we should advise these invasive tests. First, the couple who are having genetic abnormalities and has a risk of transmitting their abnormalities to the babies. And second, previous baby with autosomal trisomies or any other genetic conditions. And third, high risk in the screening test like combined first trimester, NIPT or quadruple marker, they are eligible for the invasive test. And fourth, in an ultrasound, any abnormalities in the baby structure. Or fifth, any risk for the perinatal infections. And sixth, low risk women who are wanting to know their fetal chromosomal abnormalities, they can also have an option of invasive testing. Couple who are eligible for the invasive testing should undergo thorough genetic counseling by an expert, preferably by a geneticist or a fetal medicine specialist. And they should also undergo few blood tests like blood grouping and typing. In case of Rh negative mother, they may need Rh anti-D administration before the procedure, and serological tests like HIV, hepatitis and syphilis test for the mother, because there is a risk of transmission to the baby through this test. Coming to the procedure itself, chorionic villi sampling, in which we do this test after 10 weeks of gestation. In this test, we will insert a needle into the maternal tummy and we will remove the sample from the placenta, and we send the sample for the genetic analysis, and it should not be done before 10 weeks of gestation. As it is an invasive test, there is a risk for miscarriage which is about 4.5 to 1% in an expert hands, and there is also risk for the infections. And second test, which is amniocentesis, which should be done after 15 weeks of gestation. In this, we will take out the fluid around the baby and we send the fluid for the analysis, and it should not be done before 15 weeks because of the risk of limb anomalies and cell culture failures are high in case of premature amniocentesis. Amniocentesis also has a risk of miscarriage which is about 0.25 to 0.5%, and there is also risk for the membrane rupture and prolonged leaking, infections and fetal injury. And third method is chordocentesis, in which we will take out the blood sample of the fetus from the umbilical cord, and it is very rarely done. After the procedure, there are few instructions for the couple. First one is they can take a limited physical activity for about 24 hours, which is an optional one. And second one is they may need minimal painkillers for the abdominal discomfort like paracetamol, and at present there is no recommendation for the antibiotic use in the post procedure, and progesterone and tocolytics are also not recommended in the present guidelines. And most important one is post procedure genetic counseling to interpret the results and to further management of the pregnancy, how do we manage and what will be the results. This is most important for the couple. Not all the fetuses who are having high risk for the chromosomal and genetic abnormalities need termination, because we have a better test available to support them and to diagnose the chromosomal problems in those fetuses. If you have any doubts or queries regarding this invasive test, please do write in our comment box below. Thank you.